everyone, it's Cathy Zilski. Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to share with you a one-layer card that was inspired by the amazing Christina Werner and a card that I saw her do, and I thought, I want to give this a shot. The thing is, I didn't have the products she had, but I decided to improvise, and I'm going to share that improvisation with you today. I'm using a new stamp set from Simon Says Stamp. This is designed by me. It's a very simple set. It's called Hello You. And I'm also going to use a few very basic things. A rectangle stitched die from Lawn Fawn, some masking paper, and last but not least, I'm going to use one of the hearts from this Hero Arts nested die set. First of all, I'm going to cut my base panel for this card. Just one stitched white thing on the beautiful Neenah Solar White. And then I'm going to take a piece of the masking paper and I'm going to cut it to be just about the same size. I'm going to go just a tiny bit bigger because I just want to make sure that if I get a little wild with my inking that nothing actually gets on the card. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this, and that's going to be a great fit. Now I'm going to take my die heart and I'm going to go ahead and line it up right in the center, just as if this were the front of the card, because this is my mask. Now I will peel this off. This is the first time I have ever used any type of mask material other than a Post-it note, so kind of excited. Gonna get that on, flip it down the right side, and I'm ready to get started. Today I'm using 3 Distress Oxide inks because they blend and stamp like butter. And I'm using this little swirly circle from Simon Says Stamp. It's a set called Sketch RANUNCULUS. Say that 3 times fast. Now I'm taping down a little more just to hold this in place. I've got some of that great Post-it tape. And I just want to make sure that my card's protected, but I think I'm pretty well covered. Now as I inked up my stamp and I pressed it down, and I thought I was pressing it down with all my might, but when I lifted it up, I noticed that it didn't quite get the center. And I think it's because of the mat that I have underneath. For a split second, I debated. I'm like, do I keep going? Do I start over with this card? And I thought, you know what? I'm going to keep going. Because really the whole point of the pattern that I'm creating on this card, and you can see, did it again. Guess I didn't press hard enough in the center. This is why I need a MISTI tool, people. The free range stamping for me, yeah, it's not in my wheelhouse. But I kept going. And I knew I'm just creating a pattern and I'm going to be blending a little bit over each circle. So I figured it wouldn't really matter because the heart shape is really the focus of what I'm doing. So I went ahead with my other colors and continued stamping until I had filled the heart area completely. Now a little blending, and I'm just going to get a little ink that matches each circle, and I'm going to blend lightly over each one. I still have a pretty heavy hand when I'm blending. I realized that I could have gone a little bit lighter on these, but the idea here is really just to accent each stamped color and really fill in that heart so that when I take this masking paper off, I really do have a complete heart shape. So I just went over each one, again, lightly, and the Distress inks really do make it easier for someone like me to blend. And here comes the magic. This is the first time I've ever done this, people, taking off the mask paper and revealing the clean, crisp shape below. Yeah, it's pretty exciting. So I set that aside to dry, and then I just went ahead, cut a little strip for my sentiment using my trimmer and some black licorice cardstock from Lawn Fawn. This has become my favorite black right now. It's just, it's heavy and it takes ink really well, and I love it. So I just stamped one of my sentiments on, put some Hero Arts white powder, and of course I'm using the Versamark sticky ink, and then I heat set. I heat set it, and I'm going to set that aside. I am going to trim off the edges. And now just get out that MISTI tool because I'm going to stamp the sentiment, and there is no way, people, that I'm going to free range stamp this sucker. No, I'm going to use my MISTI because the MISTI is actually what makes real stamping possible for me. And I'm trying out a new black ink for me, and that is the Simon Black, and it is juicy and dark, And I really only wanted to do this once. I didn't want to layer too much ink on here, and one shot was perfect. Now I'm going to score a card base using my Teflon bone folder. Now I just started using a Score Buddy because the Martha Stewart scoring tool apparently is discontinued now, which is a bummer. So I bought myself a Score Buddy, but I'm not going to give up the Teflon bone folder. The Score Buddy comes with one, but this Teflon bone folder, it'll change your life. I'm just going to say it. I put adhesive on the card base, and then I use my MISTI also to line up a panel on a base. So quick and easy, people. It helps people like me who have trouble lining things up. The last thing is to put a little foam adhesive on the sentiment and then plop it down there. And this card, people, this card's done. And that is my simple one-layer card inspired by, again, the great Christina Werner. And I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching today. Please subscribe to my channel and check out more videos in the center. To see more from me, visit my website today. Thanks everyone, and have a great day.